Okay, welcome back. This is from Glock, and this is hopefully a replacement for the frame that broke. My Glock 23C frame, left rear frame rail broke. It looks like they have replaced not only the frame, but the guts, which I didn't send them, which you're supposed to, but I didn't. They did. How about that? They sent me a new, complete frame, even though I sent them a stripped one. And it looks like they also included my Talon grips, which they must have removed from my original frame. So, I guess they want to make sure that the parts that they send are current. But they're when I send it in, their information says to basically send in the whole gun, and then they plan on, quote, updating it or replacing all the parts that are worn or are outdated. And apparently they want to make sure that all the parts are in good working order, because as I said, I sent them a completely stripped frame because I wanted to make sure, I wanted to keep my extended slide stop and extended magazine release and my sights. Yeah, I also had swapped out a Glock 22 smooth face trigger. I don't like these, but that's cool that they sent me back a completely new frame. The extractor is marked 1882. Sorry, the ejector is marked 1882. So I guess you guys can tell me whether that's a current one or not. And locking block has a MIM nipple on it. I don't think my original one did, but it doesn't matter. I'll swap out the trigger and the slide stop when I get around to it, but let's shoot this thing and make sure it works. Very cool. The story is the left rear frame rail broke off. It's a common issue apparently of several years, 2000 through 2002, mostly 2001 through 2002, and they issued a, quote, non-recall, but it was an update, they said. I never heard about it, but when my frame rail broke off, I posted on the forums and everybody said, yeah, that's common for this particular year. Mine was 2000 to 2001 date code. And I contacted Glock and they said, send it in and we'll replace it. And I emailed back and said, I don't think I should have to pay you $75 or $79 to send in a frame that broke with 2,000 rounds through it. And they said, okay, and they sent me a return receipt with the prepaid FedEx return label. So I think that I understand that that's uncommon for them to do that, so don't expect them to do that for you, but they did for me. So good job, guys. And called me several days later and was very courteous and said, yep, send it back. I said, do you have a green one? They said, we send them back black. Because I just thought if I was going to replace my frame, I might as well get a green one, but my original one was black. So they just sent me back what I had, which is cool. And they paid shipping both ways, so you cannot fault them for that. So good job, Glock. Thank you very much for excellent customer service. This looks like it's going to be perfect. And I will get my Glock knuckle back because I have to radius that edge. But let's shoot it. All right, this is the replacement frame completed, and this is my original upper. Feels like it's going to work. Trigger is crappy, but functional, I'm sure. Let's try it. Right, I'm going to start with just 2 rounds to make sure it doesn't double for some reason. Slide stop is not what I'm used to. already bugging my knuckle. Getting the Glock knuckle pretty bad. Got big fingers, but so I have to take that edge off if I don't mind shooting. If I don't care about shooting IDPA SSP, but I'll think about it. So cool. Good job, Glock. I must say your pistols are very simple to put together and take apart, and very rugged and reliable, and despite the fact that one of the frame rails broke off, it was still running. So I don't know how many pistols would do that, and I don't know how long it had been broken. Certainly not more than 100 or 200 rounds before I'd had the upper off, but it broke, and I didn't notice it because I was switching barrels. I took the upper off and the little left rear frame rail just dropped out on the table, so it was still going perfectly fine, even with a broken rail. So Gaston knows what he's doing, except he doesn't seem to understand the ergonomics of the human hand very well. But otherwise, their pistols are good, and their customer service is superb. So good job, guys. Thank you very much.